We're just too cool.
Hello.
Hello, is this Christian?
Yes, sir.
Christian, how are you? This is Paul outside our Tackle Box radio show and podcast. Welcome to the show. We have Tommy in the studio.
Hey, what's going on, Christian? How you doing, bud?
I didn't even have to introduce him, really. He's been ready and excited this morning. He actually is doing things without me asking him to do them.
See, sometimes, Christian, he just gets shocked at the fact that I can actually function as a normal human being and I don't need him.
Oftentimes I have to tell him to say hello or play the music for our callers or say something. So we have dead air time, which is just killer. But welcome to the show.
Yeah.
The idea behind it is to spread happiness to the world through the joys of fishing. And we saw your photos and we said, you know what? That tells a story and we need to hear about it. First off, we got the underbelly photo. That's funny. And so we wanted to hear about it. And also the next photo is of you cleaning the fish. At least we think you're cleaning the fish, but it has a lot of catfish in a sink. And I wanted to know, was that the fish cleaning station? Like, how did it end up in that sink?
Or is that or were you trying to hide your fish in the bathroom sink?
But this is your podcast.
Well, yeah.
So go ahead and tell us about where you were fishing, what bait you were using, maybe how much they weighed, how many in total. This is your story. Go ahead and tell it.
It's all you, bud.
Go.
Well, the ones in the sink, those were roughly around 2 pounds each.
Nice.
And I caught those with a homemade bait that I've been making now for a while now.
Ah,
so
we're going to need to know more about this homemade bait that you've been making. Okay.
I am interested in that, but I will. This is his show.
I know. Sorry.
But I could take off on
my show, man.
Yes. Yeah. Let's not interrupt his fish story.
You need. Yeah, so you do need him to remind him to be a human being. Anyway,
I'm sorry. And
that was the cleaning station where you saw the bathroom sink, rinsed them off. And that big one that you see me holding, that was on a different day. And that fish was roughly around 10 pounds.
Wow. 10 pounds. And he one-handed it, Tommy. You can't do that with 10 pounds.
No. I can put on 10 pounds pretty easy. But
everybody knows that. People who see our podcast know that.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
That's a big looking fish. It's great. I love the pose.
Yeah, the pose.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting. That's actually the biggest fish that I have caught, so far. And I was fishing in a little pond in Brigham City, which everybody told me that you can't catfish in that pond. I'm like, yeah, man, there's no fish there. I've been fishing here for years and I've never caught anything. So I was like, I'll take that challenge. So then.
Well, you'll say I'll show you, and not just that giant
I'll hurt
fish.
your feelings and make you feel bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not just that, but you actually made it on a radio show and podcast. I mean, so it's like double, like in your face. Look at me. Have you been on a radio show?
Right?
Oh,
yeah. Look at me.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
It's like I'm a little jealous of Tommy. He got to rub in my face that he met a fan.
Yeah.
And I didn't. So it's kind of like that. He immediately called me to and they recognized him from our show. And so as soon as that was over, he called me and said, "Guess what? Ha ha." And he took a picture.
I did.
Took a picture with the fan. He's like, "Look, I'm a real man."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we knew that prior too, but no, I mean the fact that you went over there, people told you no, that there's nothing there, you'll never catch anything. Not only did you go over there and catch something, you caught your biggest fish thus far as catfish, and that's pretty dang awesome.
Yeah, we love it, and
I was excited.
We're going to circle back to the homemade bait because Tommy is curious about that, and so am I, because that is something that we know quite a few people who actually have made their baits and made quite the living out of doing just that.
Yeah.
I mean, we could name a few. Just Bama Baits, Bite On. Those are all people who started just making their baits, and they sold one just here and there, and then
just going after it, and making a killing off of it. But
yeah, that's something that.
I'm actually interested in that, Christian. So we might I might be reaching out to you a little after the show, and we'll just talk more about it, and just kind of maybe try something out and just see what we can do with it.
All right, cool. That sounds awesome, man.
All right.
Well,
man.
thanks for coming on the show. We also noticed that you are a subscriber, and we have love for all people in this segment to another box, not ours, but we love spreading the happiness to the world, and that's what you're doing. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep sending us photos.
Yeah,
We'd love to have you back.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man. We'll do.
All right, man. Well, you take care, Christian. Have a good one, man.
You too, brother.
All right, man. Bye.